recent video I created this Bluetooth speaker that will fit in the speaker hole of the MG, but after driving around with it for a while it doesn't sound great. I mean, got these little tiny 3.5-inch speakers and they're not the best. They only cost, I think, $30-40 for the pair. And so I wanted something that would sound a little bit better, easier to hear the voices in the music and the podcast. So I've come up with a new design using better speakers. And so this is these are 4x6 Polk audio speakers, and I think the sound output from them is a lot better than these small kicker 3.5-inch speakers. And I also revamped the design and the layout of the electronics. So let's see. I'll show you how I did that. See on the back here, we got the Bluetooth module up at the top. This one has 50 watts by 2, so perfect for these speakers, 50 watt RMS speakers from Polk. This Bluetooth module also has a remote control, and so it's got a infrared receiver, and it came wired to the board, and I just I removed it and then soldered it onto a connection that I'll discreetly place in the MG. So I haven't figured out where I'm going to put it yet. I might just put it right behind the mesh here of the this is just the plastic shroud that goes around the front. If I just somehow poke this right up here, it might be not seen and also able to receive the signal. So I'll try that out, see what works best. Also, we have down here, this is a this circuit board right here takes the power from the vehicle, 12 volt power, and it steps it up to well, actually it's variable, so I can vary the voltage anywhere between 8 volts and 24 volts. So this Bluetooth module takes up to 24 volts and 12 to 24 volts. So I'm gonna step up the car voltage with this transformer to I don't think I'll step it all the way up to 24 volts. I'll step it up to 20 volts and see how that works, and that should be enough power. This is also a variable current, so I can vary the current from 0.3 amp to all the way up to 8 amps. And this Bluetooth module, I think, works with 3 amps, so it'll work with other amperage, but I think it's meant for 3 amps. But so I can vary the watt or the current here on this module as well. Another thing it's got is got these buttons here, which I've wired to external buttons. So this will be just on the car right underneath where the steel dash is, so they'll barely be seen, but it's a play pause button, and then a play pause button here, and then skip forward and skip back if I don't want to use the remote. So that's it. I'm gonna go test it out and see how it works inside the vehicle, and I'll let you know. installed. I just put some screws into the metal of the housing for the speaker, and holds it in there nice and tight. Then I just ran the wires around the edge. There's a small crack created around the edge of the wood, and the wires fit right in there. And then I got a piece of felt so that you can't see through the speaker grill. The infrared eye I just kind of strung right behind the piece of felt, and you can it has a direct line of sight to the outside, so it makes contact and it works perfect. But you can't see it through the speaker grill, so that's good. I ran it's run to a power switch right here. I just have a toggle switch right here that turns the power on and off. And that's about it. I put a fuse in the back in the positive line, and then I'll show you what it looks like when I button it up. Okay, and this is what it looks like all together. And you can just see the switches up the top, but just barely. They're hardly noticeable, so that's good. I do have a hole here from where my old I had a volume lever, a volume dial that used to come through, but I have a whole new shroud piece that I'm gonna fit in eventually. This one's just, I'm mocking it up with this one first to make sure I got it the way I like it, and then when I do the final one with the new plastic shroud, then I'll make sure that all the pieces are exactly where I want them. But yeah, it fits well. Everything looks good, and has a little remote, turn on and off, and works great. Hope you enjoyed it.